If your dog drags you down the street, lunges towards smells, or pulls every time they see another dog, the fastest solution is to combine the right equipment with a simple and consistent training method. The goal is not to overpower your dog. The goal is to teach them that pulling gets them nowhere, while walking on a loose lead allows the walk to continue. The quickest improvement often comes from changing the equipment you use. For most dogs, the best option is a well-fitted Y-shaped harness with a front attachment point on the chest. When the lead is attached at the front, the dog is gently redirected back toward you when they pull. This gives you more control without placing pressure on the dog's throat. The harness should allow the shoulders to move freely and should fit securely without rubbing behind the front legs. Use a standard lead around 1.8 to 2 meters long. This gives your dog enough room to move and sniff without creating too much distance between you. Avoid retractable leads when teaching loose lead walking. Retractable leads usually maintain constant tension, which can teach the dog that pulling makes the lead extend. A backclip harness may also make pulling worse in some dogs because it allows them to lean their full body weight into the harness. Slip leads, choke chains, and prong collars can create discomfort or fear and do not clearly teach the dog where you want them to walk. The equipment should make training safer and easier, but it should not replace training. The most effective training rule is very simple. The moment the lead becomes tight, stop walking. Do not pull your dog back. Do not keep repeating their name. Simply stand still and wait. The moment your dog turns toward you, steps back, or creates slack in the lead, mark the behavior with a word such as yes and continue walking. Your dog begins to learn that a tight lead makes the walk stop. A loose lead makes the walk continue. Because moving forward is rewarding to most dogs, this lesson can work very quickly when it is applied consistently. Do not wait until your dog makes a mistake before giving them attention. Reward them while they are walking calmly beside you. At first, give a small treat every few steps while the lead is loose. You can also use praise and permission to move forward as rewards. Keep the treats small so your dog can eat them quickly without interrupting the walk. As your dog improves, gradually increase the number of steps between rewards. If your dog continues charging forward, calmly change direction. Turn and walk the opposite way without jerking the lead. When your dog follows and catches up with you, reward them. Frequent changes of direction teach your dog to pay attention to where you are going instead of assuming they control the walk. Keep the exercise calm and positive. The goal is to increase attention, not to confuse or frustrate the dog. One of the biggest reasons pulling continues is because it sometimes works. If your dog pulls toward a tree, another dog, or an interesting smell, and eventually reaches it, they have been rewarded for pulling. Instead, stop and wait for the lead to loosen. Once the lead is loose, move toward the thing your dog wants. This teaches your dog that calm walking is the way to access smells, people, and other rewards in the environment. Do not begin training in the busiest street or the most exciting park. Start in the house, driveway, backyard, or a quiet street. Practice taking a few steps with a loose lead and reward your dog for staying near you. Once your dog understands the skill in a calm environment, gradually introduce more distractions. Trying to teach the behavior around too many distractions too soon can make progress much slower. Some dogs pull because they are highly excited before the walk has even started. A few minutes of calm play, basic training, or scent work before leaving can help reduce that initial burst of energy. You can practice simple cues such as sit, touch, wait, and look at me. Starting the walk with a calmer dog makes loose lead training much easier. Loose lead walking requires concentration. Begin with short sessions of around 5 to 10 minutes. You can then allow your dog to have a more relaxed sniffing period as long as the lead remains loose. Several short, successful training sessions are usually more effective than one long and frustrating walk. Consistency is essential. Every person who walks the dog should use the same equipment and follow the same rule. When the lead tightens, the walk stops. When the lead loosens, the walk continues. If one person allows pulling and another person does not, the dog receives mixed messages and progress will be slower. For the fastest improvement, use a front clip Y-shaped harness and a standard lead. Stop immediately when the lead becomes tight. Reward your dog frequently while the lead is loose. Change direction when your dog rushes ahead. Never allow pulling to help your dog reach something they want. Practice for a few minutes every day in a calm environment before adding distractions. One of the first questions people ask is, how long will it take before my dog stops pulling? The good news is that many owners notice a difference on the very first walk simply by switching to a well-fitted front clip harness and following the loose lead training techniques we've covered. Within the first 3 to 5 walks, many dogs begin checking in with their owner more often and spend more time walking on a loose lead. After 2 to 4 weeks of consistent daily practice, most dogs show a significant improvement and can walk calmly in familiar environments with only occasional reminders. By 1 to 3 months, loose lead walking often becomes a reliable habit, even when there are moderate distractions such as other dogs, people, or interesting smells. Remember, every dog learns at a different pace. Age, breed, previous training, and excitement levels all play a role. However, the biggest factor isn't the dog, it's consistency. If pulling never gets your dog where they want to go, and walking on a loose lead is always rewarded, they quickly learn which behavior works. Spend just 5 to 10 minutes practicing each day, stay patient, and celebrate the small improvements. Before long, walks become more enjoyable for both you and your dog.
Pulling is not usually a sign that a dog is stubborn or trying to dominate their owner. Most dogs pull because they are excited and because pulling has worked in the past. When you consistently make pulling unsuccessful and loose lead walking rewarding, your dog can learn a much calmer and more enjoyable way to walk.